Hello and welcome back. We're plowing on through the Christiansen Family Series, book series, Christian Romance by Susan May Warren. We are now at book 5.
Second last.
Second last. The book for Amelia, the sibling Amelia, who we have barely said anything about the whole series.
She is the youngest.
She's
she
the
is
youngest,
the girl.
yeah.
She is the baby.
She is younger than Owen.
Yep.
The wonder of you, and there is the time now. Just take your break, be relieved. I don't sing. I have no idea about this song.
I think I've listened to it actually. I think I want to listen to all these songs.
I think I did too, but it's not one I know, so it hasn't stuck in my head. Which is very interesting because it's also my least favorite book.
Me too.
And I think, you know what? Just looking at the fact that Amelia, the age that she's at, she's almost not adult yet.
Yeah.
That's probably why we struggle with it.
That's probably why in the novella, we get to the novella 5 years later, they get engaged at the end of the book. They're still not married.
Anyway.
That
we don't understand. Yeah, she's
difficult to understand.
Yeah, and I find her difficult to like. And then Rourke is completely different to any of the other...
Where did he come from?
Yeah, he's just so different to any of the other male heroes.
Yeah,
we don't have female heroes. Any of the heroes in any of the series, he's so different. So this is a different book.
Yeah, they're all the others, hockey players, lumberjacks, and then in walks
this British, and isn't he like really rich?
Oh, that's the stupid plot in this book.
So... It's the one she didn't like.
It's the plot was he came back, he came all the way to do his big grand gesture kind of guy. I'm not sure if I actually like that. It's kind of like great. You do the big things. Do you care about the little things?
Yeah, that's true. It can be very flashy and it's very easy for people with money to do.
Oh yeah, but
anyway.
The thing was, he came all the way to Deep Haven for her because he's like, I still love you. The whole thing was a misunderstanding. I think she thought he cheated on her or something. I don't really know. I think that was it. And, and he came back and he's trying to win her over. And then I remember the start. And then he's... Okay, Jensen from the first book comes back in this. It's really weird. He becomes like Rourke's ally in this. And I just remember Rourke almost passed out about something. He's like, but I have this big secret. I'm really... really rich, and then like passes out. And I remember reading going, okay, you're rich, so what? And then he's explaining to Jensen later how rich he is. And basically, he won't tell Amelia how rich he is. He doesn't want her to know. He doesn't want her to know he's rich at all. So he's basically like, he's in love with her and wants her back, but at the same time is testing her to whether she really loves him for his... He's so afraid of her just loving him for the money.
So it's very different. I'm just suddenly thinking of Crazy Rich Asians because he's also like super wealthy.
Yeah.
He doesn't tell her, but I don't think it's not from the same place. He's not doing it out of like a fear. He wants to give her time to just love him as he is. He knew it was going to come out. I don't think he was afraid of it. He just didn't want to make it a big deal. Didn't want to make it about that. But Rourke is like terrified. And
then, it was the big secret for the book. You know how the characters always have the big secret? That was his.
Oh no. I'm sorry. I don't mean this. Yeah.
First time
Not
I read it.
The books, but yeah.
First time I read it, it went out. It didn't go in my ear because I didn't hear it. But it just went
and out the other.
But anyway, the second time I read it, I actually did enjoy it. And I paid more attention to it. Now, that's not because I like Rourke, and it's not because I like Amelia. I thought it was funny. Even if I was laughing.
Some of it is funny, yes.
Some of it's pretty funny.
Yeah. And because he's so not like the other guys, and he gets roped into these situations that the other guys are all primed and used to. And
especially since the brothers and her brothers-in-laws have all heard the story now of all the things that happen between them, so now they really don't like him and they're really defensive of their little sister. So when he shows up to the family gathering, they're all like, why is he here?
That's kind of tough when you're
That's-
a little sister of 6 and there are 3 older brothers.
Yeah.
Man. Good luck to any guy trying to get near to you. Like, So,
and
so maybe, little sisters, like, would totally get this.
maybe.
Yeah.
But Rourke. This one's actually a love triangle. This book.
That's right. Because there's still the guy back at home.
Because in the 4th book, after she came back, she got back together with her long-time high school boyfriend. I don't remember what his name is. So the entire book was a love triangle, and there ended up, he's a lumberjack, right? The guy. It'd be helpful if I knew what his name was.
Yeah.
I don't. The guy is a lumberjack. So
Seth.
Rourke, Seth,
No,
that's
Seth,
it.
yes.
It's Seth.
Yeah.
So Rourke was trying to prove why he's better than the Seth guy. So he gets Jensen to try and turn him into a lumberjack, and they literally go into this lumberjack competition, and whoever wins gets the girl. They agreed on it. They shook on it, and I'm like, what?
Yeah. And, Anyway, the fact that it's a love triangle also makes it harder for us to like, because we don't tend to like
I
love
kind of
triangles.
liked Seth.
Yeah.
Seth is actually a good character. Susan May Warren wrote a book about Seth. That's in the Deep Haven series. So he's not a
Another
bad
series,
guy.
yep.
If she writes them as the main character, they're a good person.
Yeah. Yeah, she just had to make a choice.
Yeah.
And I don't like indecision. So that's probably
Yes, the
why.
first time I read it, I remember there was something where she was out with Rourke, and then she's like, no, Rourke, I choose you. And then for some reason Seth turns up, and she's like, no, wait, Seth, I choose you.
Yeah.
And then 5 seconds later, wait, no, I don't want either of you.
What's the theme in this book?
I can't work it out.
Can't work it out. Make up your mind. That's the theme.
Maybe we'll find the theme by delving into the sub-characters.
Okay, yeah, let's go there. The subplot here is...
Back revisiting Grace and Max after they've eloped and haven't told anyone.
Yeah, that's pretty funny.
It's funny.
Actually, there are some funny moments in this book. I think that's the redeeming factor.
It is funny, though.
Yeah,
the whole
yeah.
trying to turn the British guy into a
Yeah,
lumberjack.
And then there's the Grace and Max married and no one knows.
It's really funny.
Did you find that scene?
Oh,
That is
which
so
scene?
funny scene. When they were staying together in the basement and they've come out
Yep.
together and the whole family was sitting there and it's like, wait a minute.
It's interesting.
And the father puts down the newspaper and Derek puts down his coffee. What is going on?
It is really funny.
Ah,
But
yeah.
Max is actually revisiting some of the issues he faced in his own book, book 3, because he's just got married to Grace, and he's realized, wait, I'm dooming her to not having a family. She'll never have her own children, and I'm going to die slowly, and she's going to be there, and then she's going to be all alone. And so he's basically dealing with that again. And so he actually suggests divorce right after they get married.
So he's just following in Derek's pattern from the book before.
Ah, found it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So basically, when the characters come back, they're dealing with the same topics they faced in their own books.
Yeah, they have to, yeah.
Just really overcoming it again.
And it's the guy again.
Yeah.
Mm.
Funny that.
Testing their ability to step up and...
Funny. That is an observation. The sub-characters are mostly guys.
It's the guy who's dealing with that. Yep. But is the little girl in this one?
Yes.
Yeah. Yulia, yeah. How did they find her again?
At the beginning of the book, there was an incident where someone was drowned. No, her parents drowned. Whoops. Not her biological ones. I think her she's Ukrainian. Biological parents, long dead, I think. And she's been bounced around a foster system or something. And then her foster parents, who'd only been with a short time, died in this drowning thing. And then they ended up coming home with the Christians. She ended up coming home with the Christiansens because, why not? They'll just take anyone.
Yep.
And
When you've got that many, you just keep accumulating. Yep.
And then she just, like, kind of latched onto Grace, and then Max freaks out. Because he's like, I don't know if I want children, like, ever. They move past the divorce thing. It's alright. After she, like, cold shoulders him for a while, because, excuse me, we just got married.
Yeah, that's not cool. Yep.
But
and then, the children thing. Because obviously they're not going to have biological children.
Yeah.
But, yeah, whether they're going to adopt and, yep.
Yeah.
Oh, so you found that?
I found it.
Right.
I'm not sure what would be most interesting in this, though. It's just the whole thing. There's this line after they come out, this could get ugly fast. We haven't, Max glanced at Grace with such a tender expression, it only added to the confusion in the room. We haven't done anything you wouldn't approve of. John, the father, cocked his head to one side. Derek's eyes narrowed. Because, Max drew in a breath, we're already married. Silence. I just think that's really funny. The whole scene's pretty funny. And then, yeah.
Yeah, and then the mother's, what? Yeah.
We eloped about a month ago. A month ago? Can you imagine tiptoeing around your parents' house for like a month?
What's the reason they didn't tell him?
So it was actually Max who wanted to tell them, and then Grace was like, I don't know, she didn't want to be a problem because, you know, Amelia was dealing with this, and there was Julia too now, and, oh no, Casper had left by this point. Casper left to go find Owen.
Yep.
And I guess also because her mother's such a family person, she didn't want to devastate her mother by not having the wedding and not having her mother there.
Right, yeah. That's kind of harsh, yeah, as a mother.
Yeah.
That, you would hate to miss that, yeah.
That's a very Amelia character there. But yeah, I think it's my favorite bit about this book, definitely.
And then, yeah. And the father had said, Max, you stayed under my roof for over a week. Grace snuck down to his room.
Amelia dobbing them in.
Amelia, you know, every night she'd sneak downstairs, then back up again before morning. Total, little sister thing. Like, you know, anyway.
But
so, yeah.
They end up moving past that.
Yeah.
And they end up actually... Max thinks he's not ready to, like, adopt or have children yet. But the thing is, Julia actually becomes really attached to them, and then when Julia gets taken away, he realizes, no, this is basically my daughter now. Grace loves her. And he actually ends up going through all this legal stuff to try and get her back. And they get her back.
Yep.
Yeah, and she becomes their daughter.
Yep. So it's that thing of, you know, sometimes you have to lose something to know you want it.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not the theme. We haven't landed on the theme.
I know. I was just thinking about theme. What is theme?
If you have picked up on a theme for this, please tell us in the comments. We would love to know. If you love Amelia and Rourke, tell us. You know.
Tell us why.
But we also won't hold it against you.
No, of course not.
You know, everyone's different. Everyone has their favorites. The whole point, though, is this series is just so strong.
Yeah.
That it doesn't stop you from enjoying the book, even if you don't like this particular pairing.
Yeah.
And it certainly doesn't stop you from wanting to keep reading.
Yeah.
I remember, as I said before, book 2 is the first one I read. And then I read book 3. And then, because I couldn't get hold of book 1 yet.
Oh, that's fine.
Right? Just supply or whatever, or where, you know, just... Anyway, I couldn't get hold of book 1 yet. And then when I finally got book 1, I read 1 and then 2, 3 again. Because I'm like, I have to. And then from that point, I think I was waiting for the next releases.
Yeah.
So by the time I was up to book 6, it was waiting for it to be released. This wasn't, I'd stumbled on a fully completed series. So I was itching for book 6. So.
Yes.
And that's where we'll leave it. And we'll come back in the next episode and talk about
Owen. Just so you know, this book is the break in the massive saga.
Yeah.
Because you have build up Owen, then you have Owen, Raina, Casper, then you have Raina, Casper. Break.
Yeah.
Before we come back to tie it all together.
Yeah. All right. So we'll see you on the flip side next episode.